All right. I am the Geek-A-Rican. This is the Geek-A-Rican Spoiler Squad podcast. I'm Zach Muniz. I'm here with my man Spoiler Man, Joe,
What's going on?
and I'm here with my man Angry Man,
What's
Steven.
up? What's up?
What's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Good. What's going on?
How was your week? Anything new? Anything good?
Not bad. You?
I was here. I was watching my soccer team get their ass smacked today, 6-2. So it was kind of a bad day for soccer, but whatever. How was your week, Joey?
Everything's good, bro.
How's the kids and everybody all right?
They're good.
Cool. All right. So today is Sunday the 20th. The season finale of The Mandalorian was this Friday, and I'm gonna reserve my opinions for it. I'm gonna let you guys shoot it first. Steven, you want to lead the way? How did you feel about the episode?
I thought it was excellent. I mean, obviously we can talk spoilers now. It's been 48 hours, so we can talk about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was gonna be spoiler filled. You spoiler squad. Come on, tell me what you got.
I was telling Spoiler Man earlier. That was a hot finale even before Luke showed up. That's how good it was.
That's true. I agree with that.
And Joe, remember you were telling me earlier. You were telling me that it's getting overshadowed because
it is.
The fight with him and the Dark Trooper sick. The fight with him and Moff Gideon sick, and that's all getting overshadowed because of Luke. But then Luke was dope too. But I mean,
Joey, what do you think?
I agree with him. That's true. What about my girls, man?
They killed him. That was like something you see in the theater.
But it didn't feel forced though, right? It didn't feel forced, that scene.
No.
That's what I like about it.
It's so okay. So here's I'll throw my 2 cents in.
Not to cut you off, Geek-A-Rican, but like the scene at the end of Endgame. I'm not trying to throw Marvel. I'm just trying to use this. Remember the scene at the end of Endgame when they put all the females back together?
Right.
That seemed like a photo opportunity. It seemed forced. In this episode, it didn't seem forced. It just seemed natural. We'll split up. We'll do some teams. Mando, you go your way. We'll form these little separate teams. But it didn't seem forced. Like, let's put all the females together. It seemed natural.
I think it was okay. So the show was amazing. If you're gonna end a season, I think that's how you do it, right? That's how you shut it down and just drop the mic, basically. The females killed it. The scene where, in the beginning, where Boba Fett and Mando walk into the bar to get Bo-Katan's help, and then the what's her name? Was Sasha Banks? What was her name? Sasha Banks, right? It's so funny how she says, "Hey, I thought psychics don't talk." I'm like, "Hey, aren't you a psychic? Why are you talking?" It's just that scene was just kind of funny to me because I did rewatch it, and she's like, she was trying to like basically heat on Boba Fett, but like, you're nobody compared to Boba Fett, lady. Sit down, go sit somewhere.
He called the princess. He said something funny. Boba Fett was used perfectly.
She's not from the Rebels, right? Clone Wars at all?
Nah. I've never seen her. I mean, she might have been around, but nothing memorable. If that was the case.
She's a new character then. All right.
Yeah, she possibly, her character possibly could have been in Clone Wars, but you would have never even noticed. Even like if she was on Bo-Katan's like right hand, you wouldn't even notice. For that character, but Bo-Katan has been there since the beginning of Clone Wars. I like Bo-Katan. I just thought that she's obviously older than Boba, but if you put her next to Boba in The Mandalorian, you see the age difference. Like Boba's like 100, looks like 1,000 years older than her. By this point, she should have been like way older. Bo-Katan at this point, but that's just my opinion on that. No, but besides that, like the acting and the whole thing was dope. In the beginning, they get on the ship, the girls on the ship. I thought was really, really dope. And so once they get on the ship,
the Slave One ship is getting a lot of love. So not to cut you off, the Slave One ship has gotten a lot of love.
Well, the Razor Crest is gone, which.
No, but it's just cool seeing the Slave One so much in the show.
You think it's gonna get a paint job?
I don't know. Keep it classic. Keep it old school.
What do you think of Boba's paint job on his suit?
I have no problem with that. Come on now.
Yeah, I don't know why people complain about that online.
When you first meet Boba in Empire, his suit's already jacked up, right? Like it's already like jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
But that means he's been through some stuff, right? Like he's been through some shit, And so
as to him being like a badass. He's
right. I felt like so people gravitated to the Mandalorian because the Mandalorian was everything everybody expected Boba Fett to be, like this badass, bounty hunter, just doing his own thing. And then you get the Mandalorian show, and now this guy's that badass. So now that he's in the show, they were like, we have to do Boba Fett justice, and I think they did for the most part, show him a lot of justice. Did a lot of justice for him. So wow, let's the Dark Troopers, man, the Dark Troopers. I can't even talk how dope they
I
are.
love the Dark Trooper. I want to shout out to Funko. You got to do your thing. I need a Dark Trooper Funko. I'm just saying.
When I hear Dark Troopers, do you remember Rogue One?
That's
When I
what I
hear-
thought they were.
Oh,
That's what I
right.
thought.
The Death Troopers weren't those in Rogue One? Were those the Death Troopers?
They're
Were they
Troopers.
Death Troopers?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were.
Well, those I like those a lot. Honestly, I was like, damn, can we get some of that? But then you were gonna go with these Dark Troopers and the robots. Like at first, I was like, oh, they're robots.
That was a
And-
hot scene, though. That
But
was a
it
hot
is.
scene.
It's
Great scene.
what he fights
was
that
get-
one, and I'm just like, yo, he can barely beat one. He's about to get killed up.
He got ass kicked.
But that's what I like about it. They kept it realistic. Only one got out because if, like the whole fucking platoon got out.
yeah.
There's no way he was beating him. So, and he had a hard time with one. Like what's his name said. But it was cool that they had just one get out. And I'm like, how the fuck is gonna beat all these Dark Troopers? But they kept it realistic. He shot him out to shoot, and then they found the way back. So it was pretty cool.
That was a hot scene.
What do you think of the best car spear thing? Like stick. See, me personally, I was like, this thing better like kick ass, and he did a pretty good job with it. Like the fight sequence with it. What do you guys think?
But that was a great fight scene. I love the fight scene. You mean which fight scene when he used it on the
Dark Trooper, and
was-
even when he, as he moves forward, even when he fought Moff Gideon with the dark saber, I thought he killed it with the spear.
That was great.
That was a hot scene.
I
Yeah,
was hoping. That's what you were hoping for. When that was the only thing left, when the ship got destroyed, and was the only thing left. You're like, this shit better. You better use this shit, and he did, which is pretty cool.
so then they get sucked out. They go out. He defeats the Moff, and then he takes his dark saber. And little do we know that now Bo-Katan can't take it. She has to defeat him in combat or something.
But Zach, if I remember, they changed the storyline for that, right?
So
That wasn't like that anime show.
So I believe in Rebels there was a scene where she was given the dark saber, and so she could rule Mandalore. So I was looking online and I was listening to other people's things, and maybe, and these are all hypotheticals at this point, that maybe the people of Mandalore really didn't respect her once they found out that she got the saber that way. Maybe she wasn't really like given that type of respect because she didn't win it in combat and whatever, and it was just given to her. And so maybe somewhere along the line she lost it to Gideon in battle, and she wanted to earn her respect back. You would think that she would have been like, hey, if you find Gideon, leave him for me, but that wasn't the case.
But is that written somewhere? Is that like canon? Because I didn't follow the Clone Wars like that.
So
But you
from
have to beat him in battle. He was willing to give it. He didn't give a shit about it. So he was willing to give it up. So now they have to fight. They're gonna have beef now in the new season. Is that?
I'm cool with that, or I'm cool with him. I know he doesn't really care to rule Mandalore or to even start the race or all this other stuff. But if he won it, he beat it. He wanted a combat, and she feels like, yo, I have to win it in right combat. I can't. I'm not gonna take it as a yield or nothing. So he's technically right now the rightful ruler of Mandalore. So I'm totally down for that.
Do you think season 3 would go that direction though?
You know what I love about this season finale? It left the door wide open for anything to be next, season 3. It's not. It doesn't have to follow anything. Like we knew when season 1 finished, we have to find out more about Baby Yoda, Grogu, the child. Where's his people? Where does he belong? You already knew where that season was sort of going. Here, this season finale, it could go anywhere, no?
That's true.
And so
Now it's gonna be 2 shows running at once, or it's gonna be.
No, it's 2 separate shows. No,
It's gonna be 2 separate shows.
Boba
At first, I'm
Fett's
like,
Boba Fett's a limited series.
like how many episodes? 4?
I'm not sure, but yeah, it's not
Yeah.
season 3 Boba Fett.
See, a lot of people thought that they thought it was gonna be like an anthology, like they do with what's the other? There's a lot of shows that do it. You know, every season they change up the story, but it's called one thing. American Horror Story. There, that's what I was looking for. So everybody thought that season 3 was gonna be like a Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett, but from what I read, it was gonna be a separate show.
Okay, because I want 2 shows. You know, I'm greedy. I want 2.
Uh,
Because there was a lot of talk now that you know, a lot of sites were saying, would you still watch the show, knowing that Baby Yoda's going off on a separate training? Are people still gonna watch the show?
I feel like people watched this show before even knowing Baby Yoda was in it.
Exactly. So you're gonna watch the show because of Mando, and he's a cool character himself. So I mean, I'm still gonna watch it. I don't know what.
So let's talk about the scene where the dark troopers come back. They're on the ship. They're about to break through the door, and then you see dun 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 the freaking X-wing. Did you guys know right away who it was?
I knew right away. He just knew though. The one X-wing?
Spoiler man knew the day before probably.
No, I didn't actually, but thanks.
See, okay, so the X-wings, you know, we saw the 2 pilots had the X-wings before. So we didn't know. I didn't know exactly whose X-wing it was. You know, I didn't know it was Red 5. So once it got in, I was like, okay, there's somebody on the X-wing coming onto the ship. Then you saw the black robe. Still not too much. You know, you could kind of piece it
you
together.
saw the glove. You didn't know it's the glove though.
Once I saw the black robe, I was like,
And you saw the glove too. His glove.
Once I saw the glove kind of gave me like the real indication, but to me, what kicked it off was the lightsaber itself. When I saw the hilt, I was like, "Yep, that's Luke's saber." And so, fast forward, he kills all those robots like they're nothing. That was incredible. That whole fight sequence.
That was props to Rogue One, right? The ending with Vader.
You couldn't mirror that any better. That scene, you know, even when he comes out the hole and he freaking comes out the elevator, he just kills them all, and then he squishes that shit was out of control.
sick.
Yeah, and he kills them all without even like you obviously couldn't imagine Luke being that badass, but they did him justice there. So then he comes inside, he sees everybody standing there. You know, Mando opens the door, he takes off his hood. What do you guys think? You see his face, you see the CG.
I mean, a lot of people. Me and Joe were talking about this. A lot of people had first time I watched on the phone, so the CGI really didn't bother me. I'm like, yo, this shit looks pretty cool. I mean, you could tell it was a little off, but nothing crazy. It wasn't like the fucking Irishman, where it looked bad. And then when I watched it on the TV, it didn't bother me. I don't know why people are throwing out that they'd rather have the best. What's the name? The Winter Soldier. Play him. They would have rather like Winter Soldier almost like be recast for that scene. I mean, you have to have Mark Hamill in there.
Joey,
I don't have a problem with it.
What do you think?
I like the scene, but it looked like a video game. It was still hot though. It was hot though.
Was it as
he didn't do the voiceover though.
Was it as bad as a Leia CGI?
No, it was better than that.
Was it Irishman bad?
Wait, time out. You thought the CGI for in Rogue One for Leia was bad?
I thought so.
I think I think you guys couldn't even. No way. I think.
No, I think it was the CGI with Leia. What was the other one where they CGI'd? Wasn't it some scenes?
Tarkin. Grand Moff Tarkin. Tarkin was CG.
No, what about the Last Jedi? Wasn't she CGI in some scenes too in the Last Jedi when she's talking
No, Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. I thought that CGI was bad.
You think so?
When they're talking in the woods, it looked too stiff.
When he's training her in the woods in Rise of Skywalker?
You thought that was just bad? Extra scenes that they had, I think, from the first one. I heard like they just cut some parts
maybe, you know what? Maybe just the scenes were bad, but to me, I don't know.
Because those scenes were forced. They weren't really meant for that scene, I believe, you know?
Which one, Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, the Rise of Skywalker Leia scenes with Rey. You know, like those scenes kind of felt forced because they were just trying to add Leia into it. Because those are just previous shots that they used in the Force Awakens, I believe.
We could do a whole new show in the new year about that trilogy because that's like.
I really do, and we should get into it, just not now. But I do want to hit the CG because when you watch Rogue One, and this episode directed by Peyton Reed, it pulled a lot from Rogue One. The scene, obviously, with Vader coming down the hallway and Luke coming down the hallway, is comparison. The CG, the de-aging, and stuff like that. I don't know how you really get that wrong if you're Disney. You spent a lot of money on this, and it didn't look good. It didn't like if you watch Rogue One, Grand Moff Tarkin. Do you see how good he looks?
I was just watching it this morning.
And
It
how
looked
good did
great.
it look? How good did it look, Joey?
It looked good. It looked great.
And then at the end when you see Princess Leia, like you even see Princess Leia, she looks mad good too. The CG. So like, what you couldn't make that phone call to the same people that did that and be like, hey, I had this one scene. I don't know. I
Yeah, but
was really disappointed.
I guess these effects cost money, and now you're on a TV level. Even though it's Mandalorian and Star Wars and it's Disney, and they're spending money on a TV level compared to Rogue One was going to the theater.
I heard they spent.
I'm thinking that might be. That's the only thing I could think of. I'm not.
$15 million.
Sure.
I heard it cost to make an episode. 15 million. Couldn't take two of that and get the CG right on the face, especially if this is your biggest scene for a season finale. I don't know. I thought the scene was good though. I'm not gonna hate on it. I just thought the CG was a little like, but I was like, you know what? For what it was Luke. I was hype. I was all on board. Sebastian Stan replacing him. I don't think Mark Hamill would be upset to it because even Mark Hamill's have said, "Yo, we do look alike," and they do look alike. Like
Right.
they look
Joke about it. They go back and forth on Twitter. I heard
all the
right?
time,
Yeah.
all the time. Like father, like son. Like they could be, the same. They could play the same character, and I don't think people would be mad if Sebastian Stan took over the role of Luke.
But I think for this, because it was such a surprise, it needed to be Mark Hamill. Now, if you wanted to work a Luke Skywalker series, I think you would have to work your way you have to win the fans over and kind of like.
How would you feel?
Work your way that Sebastian. If he played him in the series, I'd be all right with it. But I think
Really?
for the finale, we needed to see Mark Hamill. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Who wants a Luke Skywalker show? You guys?
I would love a show. Why not? Okay, it doesn't have to be a whole show. Show me how Luke started his thing, his Jedi temple, his own. I want to
how
see
he
it.
ended up on the planet where he's milking a thing, wherever he's milking. Oh Lord.
I don't need to know how he ended up there. I need to know. I want to know what happened, how he started, and I want to see it finish with Ben destroying everything, and the Knights of Ren destroying everything.
If you read the new Marvel comics or Kylo Ren comics, the series,
Okay.
they explain all that.
Put it in a show.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Do they show the Porg Nation how he first met the Porg Nation?
No, they didn't show that.
Come on.
But did you guys know that Mark Hamill did do the voice from Luke?
He didn't, or he did?
No, he didn't do the voice.
They gave him credit for it in the credits.
Yeah, they used his face, of course. Because his face.
Who did the voice?
That sound like Mark Hamill to you?
No, but I'm saying who did the voice? Do we know?
I don't know the actor's name, but it's.
Because I read who the body double was. It was an actor named Max Lloyd Jones, and if you look him up, he could kind of pass from here on down, but nah, nothing crazy. But he did do the action sequence, so that was pretty cool.
That was hot.
Yeah, that was really good. So fast forward, he meets Luke, and he tells him you gotta Baby Yoda. He tells Grogu, you gotta go with him, and he takes off his helmet. Now, how did that scene hit you? He took off the helmet. See,
You
you
know what I thought about, and I'm not hating because I love the episode. I thought about what you said last week. Because they have back-to-back episodes, right, where he takes off his helmet,
right?
Maybe it would have been a little bit more dramatic if it wasn't last week that he took off his helmet. That was last week, right?
Right.
And I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't have a problem with it last week, but we didn't know what was going to happen this week. So if it wasn't back-to-back episodes, it would have been even more dramatic. More people would have been crying. That's all I'm saying.
Joey?
I had no problem with it.
So here's my thing, right? Like you said, if you would have saw last episode of the importance of him taking off his helmet, scanning the face, putting it back on in such a rush, in such a way where he didn't want anybody to see it because of the importance of people not seeing his face, it would have made him revealing his face this episode more, like you said, traumatic. Like, holy shit! Like he's just taking it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't care. Like he wants his son to see his face. You know?
I think you guys missed the point of the scene, though.
What?
Because in the scene where he took his mask off, what's his name? Baby Yoda, I call him.
Grogu.
He never saw him without his mask.
Right, but for as much as you want to connect with the character, you want to connect with your audience, and like Steve said, like take the feeling of taking off the helmet would have been more had it been not so close to last week's episode. Like I felt like
I get what Joey's saying, but but to us as the audience, we saw it back-to-back episodes.
I didn't mind that. I didn't
They
mind it though.
never saw it, but we saw it. So I mean, but I get it.
I think that just like for traumatic and for like big moments, him taking off his helmet has to be a big moment. Him taking off his helmet and scanning his face, fine. If he would have covered it right back up, I would have been fine with it. But this one was a big moment. This was like the whole shit moment. I'm revealing myself to my son. And I loved it. I thought this was the sacrifice. This was worth it. This was what, he meant to him. Let me reveal myself to him. I don't know. I felt like this one really mattered. And last week I hated it. Like I said, but hey,
I didn't hate it now. I didn't hate it last week. But I mean,
I hated that it was that he never put it back on until like after the fact. So then after credits, the after credits, everybody stayed and watched it. We all saw the door close, the episode ends. You stay to the after credits, and then you see your boy Boba Fett do his thing.
They brought back my boy Fortuna.
You see,
would you say he gained some weight since back in the day?
Hell yeah, a lot of weight.
My man is eating the Jabba grub, huh?
I thought he died in Return of the Jedi.
That Jabba juice.
Did he die? See, he didn't die in Return of the Jedi?
No, I don't think he died. Right? He was on the
ship. He was on the ship when it blew up. Supposedly, he could have got away though. Like we don't really know what happened to him, but he's technically on the ship. But when it blows up.
But here's my thing: Boba just shot him down like that. Was Boba mad at him because they left him there?
Probably. He's like, yo, you were supposed to be my guy. You were supposed to look out.
Yeah, but he fell in the Sarlacc pit. Who thought Boba survived that?
Throw me a rope. Throw me a lifesaver. You know what I'm saying? Throw me something. Help a brother out. I'm over here getting eaten up. Nah, but that scene was fire. He goes, he kills him, throws him off the throne. That picture scene when he's sitting on the throne and your girl.
Like some Conan shit. He's like sitting on the throne just chilling.
Do you think they're gonna bring back the gray pants, Boba? The gray pants, and maybe lose him some pounds.
Oh, he's still walking around with that apron, right?
Yeah, with that apron with the suit over it. You think?
Bring back the gray pants, please.
Maybe lose a couple of pounds. Maybe start going on a diet. Don't get on that Jabba juice.
God, Boba Fett's old. What do you expect from him?
Be a little healthy. Make some right food choices.
You want the gray pants back?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, it
doesn't have to be gray. It could be black, but I would like not a heavy set Boba Fett. I want him to be able to run somebody down and shoot them if need be. All right, so you're looking forward to the Boba Fett. It's coming out the same month, December 2021, as season 3 of The Mandalorian.
Mando usually drops like November, right? And then it runs into December, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they did these kind of back to back, season 1 and 2. It came out in November, season 1, November 2019, I believe, and then it finished in the beginning of January because it was only 8 weeks. I don't know. So, and then the 25th, which is Christmas, which Christmas is coming up right around the corner. You have a lot of stuff dropping. They're gonna have the Mandalorian kind of behind the scenes making of. You guys gonna watch that?
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be pretty cool.
So they're doing anything this week for Mando Monday? I know there's no show this week, but are you doing anything for Mando Monday? Like any merch coming out?
I'm not even sure about. No, not that I know of.
Spoiler man's not doing his homework.
They should drop something new for this Monday, man. Some new merchandise. I mean, and are they going to give my boys, the Dark Troopers, their own poster? Who's getting their own poster this week?
Oh, it has to be Luke and R2.
100% has to be Luke. I'm with Joey on that.
It has to be R2 next time.
That'd be dope if they do it. I wouldn't be mad, but I wouldn't be mad if they did the Dark Trooper also.
What? Dark Trooper?
They had a big part.
It should be Luke with R2 holding a child. That will be hard.
If they do it.
I don't think the child will be on it because the child was already in a poster.
He didn't get his own poster this year, did he?
Wasn't he was
beginning, I think.
2, right? He was episode 2 or something like that.
Oh. No.
2 or 3.
I think I saved it. I think I saved it on my phone.
Did he really?
Yeah.
We're gonna Google this right now.
Maybe he's in the poster with Mando. I'm not sure.
Hold on, I think I saved it to my phone. Hold on, let me check.
If it's Luke and R2, I'll be happy with it.
This is it, right? Didn't he get his own poster? This is it? Do you see it?
Yeah, there you go. See?
Oh, that's real?
Yeah.
Oh.
But is it official? Is it official that they're gonna But is
Luke's
that
gonna be
official?
on
They
it.
release every Monday. I hope it's a Luke poster too. Luke
It's
or
gonna
Dark
be
Trooper, I'll
Luke.
be happy.
It's not gonna be a Dark Trooper.
Come on, man. Then at least give him a Funko. I need a Dark Trooper Funko.
You know, I don't think that Baby Yoda was official because
Thank you.
the episode 1 was Mando, episode 2 was Cobb Vanth,
What's it?
episode 3 was the Frog Lady, episode 4 was Bo-Katan and her 2 psychics. That's 4. I think 5 was Moff Gideon. 6 was Ahsoka Tano.
It's on the Star Wars site. It's right after the. It's right after the. It's right after the Carl Weathers one. Look,
I don't think it's official.
Well, maybe it is.
Go to the Star Wars page. It's on the photos.
Regardless, I think they all look dope.
They were definitely. So it's every Monday they release a new poster, right? I want a Luke one. I'll put that on my.
You think R2 will be on the poster with Luke?
That'll be sick. It has to.
I feel like you would do it justice if it was. It wouldn't be. It would be an injustice if you don't add it to it, because I think R2 added a lot to that scene, which is weird to say.
Listen, finally R2 got respect.
I
He got
agree.
no respect in the sequel trilogy at all, which I find amazing. He got no respect.
If you really think about it, he had the rest of the map to Luke Skywalker in the other one, but that's all.
But he didn't get no love though.
You know what? In the Rise of Skywalker, man, they did too much C-3PO, not enough R2. I agree.
That's true.
Too much.
3PO was the
just as
best part of
important.
that movie.
That what?
I said 3PO was the best part of that movie.
And I think the best part of the movie was the little wheel robot. I like the little wheel
Come
robot.
on, baby.
Come on, Zach.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No, thank you. No, thank you. He's like, don't touch me. And then the annoying guy that fixes C-3PO, he's what the hell's his name? The guy that fixes C-3PO, the annoying one. I'm always down for the annoying people.
I didn't think we would go there today, but Rise could have fixed not everything. You can't fix everything. Rest in peace, Animal Akbar. No respect in the Last Jedi, but okay. Please, that little wheelie robot. Oh, that's one of my
Dio
movie.
Dio, and what the hell was the little thing that fixes R2's name? Babu Freak.
What's the little wheel guy called? You said Dio.
Dio.
A.k.a. excuse to sell Funkos. He's like, yeah, let's sell another Funko. Yeah, Dio.
Did you buy the porgs from The Last Jedi? Did you buy porg Funkos?
I did. Porg Nation, respect.
No. Yeah. Okay, so then there you go. So that was just to sell stuff? Come on. What is a porg?
They have personality.
They were going to eat one. Chewie was going to eat one.
But they stopped him, didn't it? It wasn't he because they have personality. You can't eat a porg. That's disrespectful.
All right. So anyway, we're not gonna go there. Let's move on. Let's move on. So
I have a podcast on my own. I call it Porg Nation USA. Okay, what's
Porg Nation USA? Listeners 1.
Me. I listen to my own shit.
All right, no problem. So Okay, so the season for Star Wars is gonna be over. I think the next Star Wars show we're gonna watch that's gonna be coming out, I believe, is Obi-Wan, right? Obi-Wan should be coming out this year.
Don't they start filming in January this year? Next year.
Oh, it starts next year. So it's coming out, what, in 2022?
Who knows? That post-production probably takes fucking 2023.
Listen, how many episodes? Is it 4 episodes or 6 episodes?
I thought it was 6 or 8, but I could be way off.
Maybe they cut it short though to 4 to 6. I don't know if they're still the same now.
Yeah, you know what, they didn't give a release date for Obi-Wan, which is kind of annoying. So then we don't even know if there's another Star Wars show coming out on Disney Plus in 2021. But it's
How
gonna.
about Ahsoka? No Ahsoka?
I think they aren't they filming now, Ahsoka?
Are they? You would know.
I think that's. Yo, my guy, you need to take it easy with Ahsoka, all right? Cause
listen. If Ahsoka Funko comes out for the show, I'll buy it. It'll probably worth money.
All right, well, give respect where respect is due. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Not to keep talking about Funkos, but I'm surprised they didn't release a new batch of Funkos with those characters. I know they came out with the cartoon one, but there's about 18 fucking Mandalorian. Mando goes to the bathroom. Mando with the jetpack.
I feel the same way. That's why I stopped collecting Funkos, honestly.
Mando unmasked.
I can't stop. What's up? Mando
unmasked.
That's a perfect Walgreens exclusive. Mando without the mask.
I got that one.
Mando at the ATM when he went to that little ID machine. When he went to the machine and he took off his mask, the scene that Zach hates. There's about 58 Funkos of Mando.
Yeah,
all right. Let's move along.
Not one at all.
Let's move along with this thing. So anyway, 2021 we're gonna have a lot of Marvel shows. So I guess that's where Disney Plus is gonna really pick up. You got WandaVision coming out in January. March comes out Falcon Winter Soldier. And I think doesn't Loki come out next year as well? I think Loki comes out next year as well. So Marvel's not playing no games. They're letting out their whole slate show in 2021, which is about time because this is the first year in almost.
I mean, you're right. Some of it should have been ready already. Like beside Mandalorian, I mean, except if you have kids, how many people are canceling Disney once Mando's over? They cancel it and they wait till Mandalorian comes back.
Of course. See, that's the thing. Like, when Mandalorian really carried Disney Plus, you know, a lot. You know, I think it really.
And the Rocketeer. Shout out to the Rocketeer. I think that's the only thing I watched on Disney Plus beside Mandalorian. I think it was a Rocketeer.
Serious?
I think so.
What? Actually, there's a pretty cool movie. Do you like Anna Kendrick's for Christmas movie, the Noel?
No. I started watching. What kind of creature? She had some creature with her. It was I think I watched it last year. That came out last year, right?
It came out when Disney Plus launched.
I think I tried to watch because I'll support the Christmas movies, but I couldn't get through it.
I love Christmas movies, man. I'm a Christmas movie sucker. I'm all for that.
But it has to be decent. I'm not going to sit through the whole thing if it's whack.
Hey, yo, Zach, do you watch Lifetime? Do you watch Lifetime Christmas movies?
No, Joey.
No?
That's only you. I heard the wife gets you stuck on to watch all those. She gets she forces you to watch all those movies.
Unfortunately.
Sidebar: did you see my whole March exclusive freaking Mandalorian Christmas tree ornament? Off the hook.
That was dope.
Thank you so much. Shout out.
Did you see it, Steve?
I put it on my wish list. I'm hoping someone got it for me. It was on my Amazon wish list this year.
Shout out to Charles. Shout out to Anissa over there. I see you. Shout outs for the Christmas ornaments. All right, so let's move on. So we covered a good amount of Star Wars this season. The season as a whole. Did you guys enjoy the whole season as a whole? And
yeah, I loved every episode with the exception of, and it wasn't bad. It just wasn't as
Steve.
The what?
Don't say
it. The ice spiders.
I can't stand chapter 10. That's the only episode I like.
That's the one I agree with you. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It was weak.
It was the weakest one.
That was the weakest one.
I kind of like the episode when, that episode when the X Fighters came and they helped them out and they blew it up, and then they were like, "Yo, we're gonna let you rock, but keep your shit on check."
That was
they helped them out.
The way it was filmed. Who directed that one? I don't remember.
I forgot as well, but I think that's your boy Dave Filoni. You know that, right? He was one of them.
He directed it? There was two directors on that episode?
He was one of the pilots. He was one of the pilots.
Okay. He was a pilot in season 1 too.
Yeah, he was a pilot in season 1 also. All right. So then we like it. We're ready for the next one when it's ready. We'll see. So moving on. Non-Star Wars related news, just movie news. Chadwick Boseman, Marvel revealed that they were not going to recast him as Black Panther. We spoke about that last episode. His last movie that he filmed came out on Netflix. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. What did you? We all watched it. What did you guys think?
I liked it a lot.
I think it was excellent.
Yeah, it was.
It was the right amount of time. It was filmed like a play because I think it's based on a play.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like 94 minutes, which is perfect. It was fast paced. I mean, a lot of people. Chadwick was great in the movie, and so was Viola Davis. But I mean, the whole cast was great. I mean, you have people from The Wire in there. I think the girl was from White Boy Rick. Wasn't the girl from White Boy Rick?
Was that the girl? The annoying one? She was on the weakest one. I didn't expect the ending though. No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. But
we're not gonna spoil it. Why not?
We can spoil this movie, can't we?
Are we gonna give a time limit? Like, I think we could spoil it a little bit.
I mean, it did drop on. It dropped on Friday, right? So I guess we could. I mean, yeah.
If we're spoiling Star Wars, we could definitely spoil that.
It was yeah. I didn't expect that ending either. I thought they would have shown more of Mott and.
All right, so we'll give everybody a chance to pause the spoiler, fast forward or whatever. 3, 2, 1, and so at the end he stabs his boy. How do you stab your boy?
Wait, stepped on the shoe?
Because he stepped on his shoe.
But it was. I think it was more about. It was the frustration that built up because the old
Yeah,
timers.
because the scene before you're talking about, right? He was
Right.
so mad. Yeah,
He took it out on him because
because he's
old
white.
time older and wiser, so they knew the deal already, and he thought he was going to be an exception to the rule, so he took the frustration out of him. I don't think he was really because he felt bad about it right after, but I think it was just a frustration built up that he did get played. He was just like he was just like everybody else at the time.
Yeah, they would, and then if you really saw, he's like, "I'll give you $5 for your work," and then he had the white guys, recording.
And
That was scumbag. That ending was scumbag move.
But that's what they did back in the
that's
days,
what
yo.
they did, right? That's what they had to show that.
The
And
thing
remember,
is,
Ma said in the beginning of she said it. They're going to use you they'll use you for your music.
she gave those white boys hell. She gave those white boys hell. She was not messing around.
She didn't want to sign a contract, right? Remember that scene?
No.
No, she didn't want to do it.
That part was dope. She's like, "You're only gonna pay him because I didn't sign the release forms." I was like, "Oh yeah, tight, yo," because they sure as shit did not want to pay her nephew.
Yo, let me ask you guys: do you think that was his best performance acting wise? I think so. No,
What's the other ones like? The 42. He was good in 42.
I mean he killed it though, Steve.
He did the whole scene with the God speech. That's like
You could tell that was real. That was like him.
that's like a clip you show at the Oscars. That's that part.
Yeah.
The scene where he was explaining about like his mother and the white boys and his father,
That was hot.
that was strong. I was like this. I was like, oh, like I was into it. His best performance, possibly. I could see him, you could see him winning an Oscar for this.
I could see it, and I hope we were talking about. Zach, you weren't there. Me and Joe were talking about it yesterday. I hope it's not one of the things where we give him the Oscar because he passed away. It was actually a good performance that he deserves it. It's not like,
what else? What else do you think will be in contention with it? Against it. There's a lot of movies that came out that or like really didn't come out.
Delroy Lindo was great, and we were talking about this morning too.
He
Delroy Lindo was.
He has to get nominated for that role.
He has to get nominated
for what? For what movie?
He'll win though.
Five Bloods.
I'm sorry. What more time?
Five Bloods, the Netflix movie.
Oh yeah. Chadwick Boseman also in that.
Yeah, he had a real small,
small role though.
Yeah. That's Spike Lee, right? Spike Lee, directed by Spike Lee.
Yeah.
That's that was a good movie as well. So Chadwick Boseman, what do you think of his legacy? What do you think about the movies he's done, and what do you think he's gonna leave behind?
Of course, Black Panther. I wasn't remember Black Panther.
I didn't meet him in Black Panther. Can I tell you guys? I actually went to the movie theaters to see 42.
Did you?
I went to the movie theaters.
I saw that Alpine. I think
that's a hot movie.
Well, I live in Staten Island, and actually on Forest Avenue, right around the block from me, there's a movie theater. So I guess, it's one of the bigger movie theaters out here in Staten Island, but it's literally around the block. So I kind of went to see 42 there, and I had bought my 42 hat just because I think that the story of Jackie Robinson really intrigued me. But when I saw his portrayal of Jackie Robinson, I thought he killed it there, and I feel like he's gonna be missed, man. Like his work is gonna be missed.
Listen, what was the other movie where he played
Jackie James Brown?
Give me a second, guys.
I hated the way the movie was filmed. I love the opening scene, but the way the movie was filmed, like I blame it on the director. I don't blame it on him because he gave a good performance. But the way the movie was filmed.
See, keep it real. You think Black Panther 2 is gonna be hot?
No, I think
they should have recast. I really think they should have done it.
I'm gonna step away, guys. Give me a second, all right? You guys got this.
Yeah, it should recast. I'll think about that yesterday. How they gonna top the first one?
No, they should recast, but they should wait a little while. Don't rush it now.
They're rushing it, and they're gonna make one of the girls. I guarantee something stupid, Steve.
But wasn't someone saying that on the message boards?
She's too young for the role.
But in the comics, didn't it say she eventually took over?
Yeah, later on in the comics. Not right away. What's the other guy's name? The guy from Us. What's the name? A boy. He was my boy in Black Panther. He almost he couldn't take over the role though. You think?
Well,
because he almost won.
Well, that's true.
I don't want to see Michael B. Jordan come back.
I think they should wait off and come up with something. They should wait.
Because there's so many different storylines that could go with that character. Like it's like, where is he? You killed him off, or he's on another mission? That's corny.
Right. True.
Can't.
That's a good point. There's no. What other Oscar? How are you gonna do Academy Awards? I don't remember any great movies that came out this year. I got a list. I can't have nothing great that came out this year.
Nothing really came out, really.
Sorry about that, guys.
Nothing really came out.
So yeah. So where were we at?
We were talking about Black Panther 2, how it won't be the same.
I don't think that Black Panther 2.
It's not going to top the first. I'm telling you right now.
It's not going to be the first. It's not going to be the first.
Oh,
not even.
It's like how do you explain his character missing? You gonna kill him off screen?
Right,
like it won't make sense.
Right. If you kill him off screen, or
that's
you
even
do
worse.
Or you do you do something digital, then it's almost like it's like disrespectful. Like, oh, come on, really?
Don't do digitals. Recast the role.
I agree.
Get someone good for the role. You could do it.
I think they're gonna regret that decision later on. They're gonna need that character, especially if you were gonna bring Neymar into it. You know, King versus King. Come on, like that would have been something else. You know, so they made
a big mistake not doing that.
Yeah, they could have justified recasting. They could have justified it.
But I would say I would wait a little bit because now it's too soon.
They're rushing it though.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be coming out in 2022, no, or 2023.
Well, sometimes things happen.
2022, doesn't it?
Yeah, 2022 was supposed to. I don't know if they ever changed the date.
So where's T'Challa at this whole time? They killed him off?
Maybe.
How you gonna do that? He has so many storylines to go with. That storyline.
Something came across my feed recently on Instagram. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's BIG_ZAK_. If you look, I was looking through some stuff and I saw that apparently Marvel and Sony came to another agreement for Spider-Man or to make more Spider-Man movies. Did you guys hear that or see that?
What source was what website?
It's I follow a bunch of like movie stuff on Instagram.
We got covered, right? That's clickbait. Come on,
that's clickbait. No. You know when one person hears something or whatever, it just spreads like wildfire. But I don't know how true it is. But I don't know. How would you guys feel if we got more Spider-Man?
I want Venom 2. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I want to see Venom.
What's up with Venom 2?
Venom 2. I want to see Morbius. Come on, I'm gonna see these movies.
Yeah, I do want to see Morbius. I want to see Morbius bad because that trailer that when it dropped, I was like, yo, this movie looks insane. Yeah, I like Morbius trailer. I thought it was gonna be good. Yeah. So, well, anything else, guys?
I think we did a good. We summed it up today.
Yeah, I think it was sweet.
Zach, I got one thing for you.
Oh my God, here we go.
Christmas vacation, so I won't be here next week.
Next week. All right. Well, I think me and Steve could take this cover. Right, Steve?
Wait. Joe wants to take a break till New Year's. We'll come back with a New Year's special.
That's what I'm saying. Come back for New Year, no?
Unless next week me and Zach can talk about porgs for a half hour.
Oh my God, porgs! Oh my God, I'm gonna talk about Ahsoka for the next hour. How about that?
Unless you talk about the best movies of 2020.
Ooh, we could do a recap.
I had about 7 movies on my list that are the best. I can't even think of 10. I'll tell you the truth.
I think this year was weak on movies, so we might take a break.
And I get it because of the pandemic. I get it, but
yeah, it was kind of weak this year with movies, but you would think like all these people have streamings, like right, HBO. We didn't even touch on HBO. Did you guys feel, now that they're gonna release all their 2021 slates on HBO Max? Did you hear all that beef there?
I hear there's a lot of beef, and I get it because they're probably losing money. Once these things hit a streaming service, the other half of the people will start bootlegging the shit. And I get it. I like going to the theaters. I average a couple movies a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm always in the theater. So I want to see certain things on the theater, but I'd rather see it than not see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to wait another year for Godzilla vs. Kong. How long we waited already?
That movie's like 2 years old already. Where's the trailer at?
Yeah.
They finished like 2 years ago.
Look at Venom 2. How long are we going to wait for? It's going to get pushed back again.
That's
Sony,
true
though.
too. Yeah, that's Sony, but
No, but I'm just
since
saying.
we're gonna talk about Venom
I
because this is
want
the
to
second
see.
time we bring up Venom, how do you guys look? Are you guys looking forward toward Carnage? And what do you think about this guy playing Carnage?
I like Woody Harrelson. They really need to
Woody
work on
Harrelson.
his wig, the wig that they showed at the end.
Yeah, the wig's pretty bad.
Like he just walked up the set and they grabbed the first wig they saw.
You know why he did it, right? Because he worked with Zombieland 1 and 2. That's his boy. Can I be in the
No, but
Venom
still,
movie?
he can act. I like Woody Harrelson. He
No,
can
he
act.
good.
So
I can't wait for Venom 2. I like Venom.
Joe calls that a Party City wig. They just they went to the nearby Party City and grabbed the first red wig.
They gave him a wig.
Also, here's something that came across. Did you hear that the Blade reboot might be arriving before Captain Marvel 2?
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope Captain Marvel 2 never arrives, but okay, yeah, I'm for Blade.
Okay, so what I use, there's a website that I've on Instagram that I follow, a thing that I follow. It's called movies underscore of underscore the underscore future. It's called Movies of the Future, obviously. And so, they just come up with little stuff here or whatever. And so Naomi Aki, who was in Star Wars, she was in the last one, The Rise of Skywalker. Do you remember her? She was
She played Whitney Houston.
yes, yeah, that she's playing Whitney. She's playing Whitney Houston. Yeah, and so as I was on this page, I also, I get some information from here, whatever. They said that, Sony and Marvel might have extended their deal because I remember they only had like one movie left for Spider-Man, and then one like cameo. So, you guys like it? More Spider-Mans? MCU?
Yeah, but if that's a rumor, I think that would be all over if it was true or not.
Yeah. Well,
You know
let's
what I
hope.
mean?
Yeah, maybe because all these things they like report it to try to wish it into existence. So, but HBO, yeah, back to HBO and all these streaming services.
Recast him again, please. I wouldn't be mad.
Who, Spider-Man? Stop that. Stop that.
What?
Recast him
What did
again.
he say?
Get
What
He,
he
he,
said?
he said to recast Tom Holland.
Recast him again. Get
I
another
think he's
please.
not my favorite
Mention Uncle
Spider-Man now.
Ben and all that.
He's not?
No, he can.
Tell me,
First of all-
you know what? I feel like I know where this is going, and Joey's old, so is it Toby? It's Toby, right?
I'm old.
Yeah, it's because you're old. Yeah, I knew it. All these old heads in Toby. I don't get
I
it.
love Spider-Man.
That's
1
why
and
everyone
2.
was so hyped when they
Classic.
cast Tobey Maguire in the new one. Everyone was so hyped.
Everyone was
Oh,
hyped.
God.
No, he's gonna overshadow the movie.
No way. You guys are nuts.
I like,
You know what?
I like Andrew Garfield better than this kid.
Andrew Garfield looked more like Peter Parker though.
That's what I
Thank
said.
you.
He does.
I'll keep it real with that. But I wasn't a fan of the movies though.
His first one was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Steve. You like the way Lizard looked for real?
No, I had a
And
problem.
that was your boy. That was your boy back in the day.
I used to love the lizard. I used to love.
He
the
looked
way-
horrible. The face.
Yeah.
I could see that.
No,
I thought
I said this for years. If they recast, not the country, if they got the kid from the Flash TV show, he would have been the perfect Peter.
He would be perfect.
I said it from day one. He
Grant
was,
Gustin.
You
You're
said that a
talking
while
about
ago.
Grant Gustin.
we used to talk about this all the time. He'd be the perfect Peter Parker.
When we used to
He's
watch the
look,
Flash.
he can act.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So get the guy from the Flash. Shout out to what's the name of the guy?
Too late now,
Grant Gustin.
Shout out.
Grant Gustin. He's a good Flash. I like the Flash. I like the TV show.
You still watch it? Still on the
I
air?
had to give up on it after a while.
Yeah, I gave up on it too.
I stopped at the season 2.
What, Flash?
I said a little.
No,
bit.
that's too soon. That's too soon.
No, like season 3, I stopped watching. They got whacked, bro.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
so I think we could end each segment. We're gonna end this podcast. We're cutting it short. We did stuff to watch because we watch stuff. We watch a lot of stuff, and maybe whoever listens to this could stuff that we might like, and then check it out and see what they think. And
You could be old or new or whatever.
yeah, just something to watch. Just give people something to watch that they could catch up on, whether it be TV, movies, and see. Okay, so like for me, there's a show on Netflix. It's an animated show. It's a cartoon. It's not very long. It's only 8 episodes. It's called The Blood of Zeus. It's an animated show. It's like an anime, but obviously they speak English. But it's about like the Greek mythology and stuff like that. It's called The Blood of Zeus. Only half an hour episodes. I just finished it last night. 8 episodes, and if you're down to watch something really quick for a day, I would advise go watch Blood of Zeus. It's a great animated cartoon. It's only half an hour, 8 episodes, and trust me, it's worth the watch. So that's for me.
Okay,
You guys got anything?
Yeah, I got one for you.
Tell me.
If you're down to watch a great Star Wars cartoon show,
Clone Wars.
watch the Clone Wars for 2003.
Oh, I'm gonna write that on my list. OG
I told you
Clone
about that like a year ago.
Clone Wars. I'm gonna
It's
do
on
it
YouTube, and it's short too, not long, like an hour and a half.
for there was 2 seasons, no? Or how that works?
Yeah, but they put all the episodes together though.
Oh, they condensed it.
Yeah,
So combined, how long is it?
it's like an hour,
Ah.
20 minutes. Not long.
Hour 20 minutes. All right. You know what? I could invest an hour and 20 minutes to watch it. Steve, you got anything for me?
Yeah, I would say go back and put on The Last Jedi and fast forward to every scene that the Pogs are in and watch that over and over again.
I'm being serious. I jerks out here. Tell the people what they should be watching. Or, the holidays coming up. They're gonna have some free time.
If you haven't seen it, I don't know if you watch it. Better Call Saul. That's my recommendation for the week.
Whoa. Steve.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul better than Breaking Bad?
No, but it's very close.
So you don't think Mike should have got his own spinoff, his character?
He's practically in every episode in
Yeah,
Saul.
but he's the best part of the show.
Okay, but he's got a sense of size. You would get bored watching him. They split it up perfectly. You're gonna watch him.
I get
in every
bored watching Sal, his brother.
Yeah, but after a while, I'm not gonna spoil it because no one watched it. But after a while,
So Netflix didn't put the season 5 on here, right?
No, I had to watch. I watched it on iTunes.
You finished watching it? How was it?
Yeah.
You paid for it?
Yeah, I actually paid for it.
For real?
Yeah.
Who does that?
I do. When you're a fan, you gotta watch. When you're dying to watch, you gotta support sometimes.
Steve keeps it real. He pay for anything.
That's what. Tell him, Joe.
If I can't hack it, it's not happening.
Yo, I'll wait till it comes on Netflix to watch.
Word up. People on a budget out here, yo.
iTunes.
All right. So mine is all right. So my suggestion to watch is The Blood of Zeus. Joey, we got the OG animated Clone Wars on YouTube, and Better Call Saul from Angry Man over there.
And then the pork scenes in Last Jedi. Only those scenes. You can shut the movie off.
Don't get bored of The Last Jedi. I hate that movie.
In my opinion, The Last Jedi was like a slow car chase. It was like Speed, but the opposite of that. Like the opposite of Speed, just a slow car chase.
Remember when we saw how disappointed we were? We were so hyped up.
We walked out of the theater. We didn't know.
I got the popcorn.
We didn't know how to act.
Jedi.
You know what? I still have the tin, the Last Jedi tin.
I got to say
one. Popcorn, yeah, because somebody told me to go get it. I don't mention no names.
Throw it out though.
I think I might do it now when we hang up. I might throw mine out. I think I have it somewhere too.
All right. Well, then that wraps it up for this week. For the Geek-A-Rican Spoiler Squad podcast, I'm your host with my boys. I'm Zach Muniz.
Spoiler Man.
Joey Amato, Spoiler Man, Angry Man, Steven Amato. I'm gonna holler at you guys next week.
Ciao.
Be good later, man.
Later, fellas.
Later. Peace.